Have you ever looked in the mirror and wished for a brighter, whiter smile without the heavy price tag of professional treatments? You are definitely not alone. Many people reach into their kitchen pantry for a box of baking soda, hoping for a quick DIY miracle. It is often hailed as a natural, cost-effective whitening agent, but the truth is a bit more complicated. While it isn't exactly toxic, its interaction with your mouth is a double-edged sword. Today, we are peeling back the layers of this common household trend to see what is really happening to your teeth when you start scrubbing. To understand the impact, we first need to look at the chemistry of your mouth. When baking soda, known scientifically as sodium bicarbonate, meets your saliva, it begins to dissolve. This process releases sodium and bicarbonate ions into the oral environment. Now, your saliva is naturally slightly acidic or neutral, but baking soda is quite alkaline, with a pH of about 8.3. When these two mix, the bicarbonate acts as a buffer, rapidly raising the pH level inside your mouth. This shift creates a unique environment that changes the way your teeth and bacteria interact on a microscopic level. This leads us to what we call the benefit paradox. In the very short term, this alkaline shift is actually helpful because it neutralizes the acids produced by plaque bacteria that cause cavities. So if it fights acid, it must be good, right? Well, that is where the danger hides. Just because it is chemically helpful for acid neutralization does not mean it is safe for the physical structure of the tooth. While you are busy neutralizing acid, you might be unknowingly causing permanent structural damage. The real threat isn't a chemical reaction at all, but a mechanical one that happens every time you brush. The primary way baking soda causes harm is through mechanical abrasion or physical erosion. In the dental world, we use a scale called relative dentin abrasivity, or RDA, to measure how much a substance wears down teeth. While baking soda has a lower RDA than some harsh toothpastes, using it straight or as a thick paste is far too abrasive for your delicate enamel. It is essentially like using liquid sandpaper on your smile. Scrubbing with these raw crystals can wear down the enamel, the hard outer shell of your teeth. This is a serious problem because once enamel is gone, it never grows back. As your enamel begins to thin out from over-scrubbing, a very frustrating irony occurs. Underneath that white enamel lies a layer called dentin, which is naturally yellowish and much softer. As the enamel wears away, the yellowish dentin underneath starts to show through more clearly. Did you realize that over-using baking soda to whiten your teeth can actually make them look more yellow over time? You are literally scrubbing away the white part of your tooth to reveal the yellow core. This thinning of the enamel also leads to increased sensitivity, making your morning coffee or ice cream a painful experience. If you're finding this breakdown helpful and want to appreciate our efforts here at Dental Orb, please take a quick second to hit that subscribe button. If you like the video and want to support our mission, hitting the like button goes a long way. Click the bell icon so you never miss a deep dive into your oral health, and please share this video with those you care about. The damage doesn't stop at your natural teeth, it also affects your dental work. If you have dental bonding, porcelain veneers, or even permanent retainers, the abrasive nature of baking soda can be devastating. It can degrade the resins and medical-grade adhesives used to hold these restorations in place. This leads to adhesive breakdown, which can cause your expensive dental work to fail or stain around the edges. Furthermore, the high salt concentration can draw moisture out of your gum tissue through a process called osmosis. This results in gingival irritation, redness, and a stinging sensation that leaves your mouth feeling raw and uncomfortable. Let's look at a quick comparison between pure baking soda and standard fluoride toothpaste. Baking soda is highly alkaline and provides high abrasive stain removal, but it offers zero enamel protection. In contrast, fluoride toothpaste is pH neutral and provides high protection through remineralization, which actually strengthens your teeth. Why would you choose a method that only cleans by wearing things down when you could choose one that cleans and repairs? Fluoride toothpaste helps build the enamel back up, whereas baking soda only acts as an eraser that eventually reaches the paper underneath. The long-term health of your smile depends on this crucial balance. If you really enjoy that squeaky, clean sensation that baking soda provides, there is a much safer way to get it. It is far better to use a commercial toothpaste that lists sodium bicarbonate as an ingredient. These formulas are carefully tested to ensure that the particle size and concentration are safe enough that they won't sandblast your enamel. You get the acid, neutralizing benefits without the permanent structural loss. Remember, your teeth are meant to last a lifetime, so don't trade your long-term health for a temporary DIY trend. Always consult your dentist before trying new whitening methods to keep your smile safe and bright.